The story begins during the time of the judges. Israel had no king. The tribes were divided, and violence spread throughout the land. And foreign nations repeatedly conquered the people. During this era, one enemy dominated the region: the Philistines. The Philistines possessed advanced iron weapon technology. Their cities lined the Mediterranean coast, and their armies controlled trade routes. For 40 years, Israel lived beneath their oppression, and to many Israelites, resistance felt impossible.
The traders passed through again today.
From Ashkelon,
They said Philistine soldiers were with them.
they come farther inland every season.
The town of Zorah sat near Philistine territory. People living there would have constantly felt the pressure of occupation, rumors of soldiers, heavy taxation, fear of violence. And within Manoah's home, another sorrow remained. The scriptures tell us only one detail about Manoah's wife before the encounter. She could not have children.
I prayed again today to have a child.
Did you hear anything?
No, nothing at all.
In the ancient world, barrenness carried enormous pain. Children represented inheritance, future generations, survival. For many women, infertility became a private grief carried year after year.
My father used to tell us stories of the judges.
Yes, but those were different days.
He said God delivered Israel before.
Most people here have never seen freedom.
Do you think God still hears us?
I don't know.
Neither of them knew their lives were about to change. Then one day, according to Judges chapter 13, everything changed. The scriptures say the angel of the Lord appeared to her, not to a king, not to a priest, not inside a temple, but to an unnamed woman, alone.
Behold now, you are barren, but you shall conceive and bear a son.
The angel of the Lord gave her clear instructions to be careful not to drink wine or any other alcoholic drink, nor eat any forbidden food. She was also instructed to never cut her son's hair, and that he will be dedicated to God as a Nazarite from birth, and will begin to rescue Israel from the Philistines. Not fully deliver, but begin, as though his life would start a conflict far larger than himself.
A man of God appeared to me. He looked like one of God's angels, terrifying to see.
What did he say?
He told me I would give birth to a son, and that he would be dedicated to God as a Nazarite.
The woman explained all the details to her husband, how that their son would begin to rescue Israel from the Philistines. This news was a lot for Manoah to process. Not only was his prayer answered for a child, but also that God would deliver his people from the hands of the Philistines. Then Manoah prayed to the Lord, saying, "Lord, please let the man of God come back to us again, and give us instructions about this son who is to be born." Although Manoah didn't fully understand everything that was taking place, he did know one thing: this child would not be ordinary. He would be dedicated to God from birth. A Nazarite. Under the Nazarite vow, a person was set apart for sacred purposes. No wine, no uncleanness, and no razor touching the hair. But Samson's case was different. Most Nazarites chose the vow temporarily, but this child's calling began before he was even born and would remain throughout his whole life. And it wasn't long after Manoah's prayer that he received an answer from God. The angel of God appeared once again to his wife as she was sitting in the field. As with the time before, she was alone. It was then that she quickly ran and told her husband.
The man who appeared to me the other day is here again.
Are you the man who spoke to my wife the other day? Yes, I am. When your words come true, what kind of rules should govern the boy's life and work? Be sure your wife follows the instructions I gave her.
Then Manoah invited the angel of the Lord to stay with them for a while.
Please stay here until we can prepare a young goat for you to eat. I will stay, but I will not eat anything. However, you may prepare a burnt offering as a sacrifice to the Lord."
At this time, Manoah didn't realize it was the angel of the Lord.
"What is your name?" "Why do you ask my name? It is too wonderful for you to understand."
Manoah took a young goat and a grain offering and offered it on a rock as a sacrifice to the Lord.
"Lord, we give you thanks. Guide this child you have promised, and teach us how to raise him in your ways."
And the angel of the Lord did wondrously, and Manoah and his wife looked on. And when the flame went up toward heaven, the angel of the Lord ascended in the flame. Then Manoah knew that this man was no ordinary man. From that day forward, the angel of the Lord no longer appeared to Manoah or his wife, but Manoah was concerned.
"We shall surely die, because we have seen God."
If the Lord were pleased to kill us, he would not have received a burnt offering and a meat offering at our hands. Neither would he have showed us all these things.
And as time passed, the woman bare a son and called his name Samson.
I remember when the angel of the Lord appeared in the fire, and that fire is in him. His name will be Samson.
As the years went by, Samson grew. The child born from a promise did not remain a child for long. And little by little, that fire she spoke of, the Spirit of the Lord, began to stir within him. At first it was small things.
"Father, what are you doing?"
"Today I will build an altar unto the Lord."
"Can I help?"
"Of course you can, Samson."
"Where should I put this one at?"
"Your mother was right. There is something special about you."
The years moved quickly. The boy who climbed trees and wrestled dogs in the dirt became a man feared for his strength. His long hair marked the vow placed upon him before birth, a constant reminder that Samson belonged to God. But strength alone does not make a man wise. And soon, Samson's desires would begin pulling him toward the very people Israel feared most. But the story of Samson was never meant to remain in quiet fields and village roads. To the west, beyond the hills of Israel, the Philistines ruled with iron strength. For 40 years they had oppressed the people of Israel, and it was into that world that Samson stepped. A mother carries more than a child. She carries prayers no one hears, fears no one sees, and hope for a future she may never fully understand. Before Samson ever lifted a gate, before he defeated armies, before his name became legend, there was a mother who watched him grow. A mother who wondered what kind of life her son would live. A mother who saw moments that made her proud, and moments that likely broke her heart. And maybe deep down, she knew the day was coming. The day he would leave home. The day he would step into the calling God had placed on his life before he was even born. But knowing it was coming did not make it easier. Because there are moments every parent wishes they could hold on to forever. Moments where time feels too short. Moments where you would give anything just to go back and spend a little more time with the child you once watched grow beneath your own roof. And maybe that is why this story begins with her. Not with a battle, not with strength or victory, but with a mother quietly watching the years slip away.
And God sent judges to help save our people.
"Do you think God will use me?"
Yes, Samson, you are a special boy.
"I love you, Mom."
I love you too, Samson. Very much. You're my gift from God.